Good morning and welcome to this week's issue of PrintTV, the weekly news broadcast from australianprinter.com.au, as we're in Australia. My name is Wayne Robinson, editor of Australian Printer, and I'm here to encourage you to go to the australianprinter.com.au website, where you'll find all the daily news. You can sign up there for a daily newsletter, so you don't even have to go. It'll be sent straight to your inbox, Monday to Thursday, all the top stories. This week's stories were led, of course, by the big merger, or proposed merger, by PMP, the country's biggest print company, and IPMG, Michael Hannon, or the Hannon family's print business, which has been going for the best part of 100 years now. The two companies originally actually intended to merge 15 years ago in 2001, but were knocked back by the ACCC, who had competition concerns. And this year's merger will also go to the ACCC. You can make a submission, but it's obviously a very different media landscape from 15 years ago with all the digital channels. And the two companies will argue they're not in the printing industry, they're not in the printing business, they're in the communication business. So I expect that there will be less opposition from the ACCC. Shareholders will give it a big stamp for approval, as PMP shares went up by 33% on the day, now tracking at $85, $86, $87 for the first time in many a long year. Under the deal, the Hannon family get $119 million worth of shares. It was $119 million, looks like it's now $160 million or thereabouts. And the deal is set to go through by middle of January. Of course, there will be decommissioning of older plant and equipment, some job losses unfortunately, no word yet on the actual factories and whether any of those will merge. But good luck to everyone, and I hope it works out for you, of course. Also in the news this week, the second piece of big news was the PIA elections. Two of the areas were contested, Victoria and Tasmania. In Victoria, Ron Patterson prevailed over Peter Orrell, the CEO of Finsbury Green, a large environmentally friendly printer that operates right across Adelaide, Victoria, and across the country as a whole. Somewhat of a surprise, that Patterson won, and no doubt you'll see it as his mandate to get into the PIA and shake it up. He was one of the people that was strongly agitating for change at the start of the new year. So always good to have some different points of view on the board, as Andrew McCauley said. In the other election, Peter Clark, the founder of AIW, now retired from that business, his son's running it, prevailed over the other candidate. Of more concern probably to the PIA would be the voting numbers. In Victoria, 61 members voted, not a huge amount of printers. And in Tasmania, the number was 8, 6 for Peter Clark and 2 for the other guy. So that will probably be of more concern to the PIA, how to get members involved in the elections. In other merger news this week, in the packaging world, Omniverse and Foster's have united, joined forces to take on the world, or to move into a more international business. And good luck to you guys. And then also a good story, West Australia printers are giving autistic staff or people a go. People with autism, of course, struggle with various issues in life. One of them being employment. Only 50% of people that register on the autism scale are employed, but thankfully some printers in West Australia are taking on board those with autism who, in the bindery, can, at least, or possibly in other areas, can offer a lot, because of course they have a very close eye to detail and getting everything perfectly accurate. That's it from this week's issue of PrintTV News. My name is Wayne Robinson, signing off. Go to australianprinter.com.au for all the latest news.